So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Filipina Life with Mia. So for today's video I have another topic which is all about getting to know me, and please don't forget to like and subscribe and share because that really helps to grow my channel, and also comment. And please don't forget to subscribe to Paul's Asian Adventure as well, and stay tuned.
Good afternoon, Mia.
Hi.
One of the videos you wanted to make was get to know me better as per your subscribers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read you off the questions that you have given to me, okay?
Okay.
You present yourself in a charming way that, although very young in years, is wise in perception of social and cultural people and life. What or who do you believe is the source or sources that inspire your maturity? And that's from Robert.
Okay. So it's more on who, and I've got 3 people that helps me become who I am today. The 2 people, first 2 people is my parents, of course, my mama and papa, and they are the ones that molded me to who I am today. They are the ones that teach me how to act mature in a situation that needs to be serious, not all the time being childish. And the last one is you, of course, and that would be Paul from Paul's Asian Adventure. And well, he's part of it because he knows me as being an emotional girl. I cried a lot, he sees it, and sometimes I make decisions out of my emotions, and that's not really good because like you don't think logically, you just think emotionally, and sometimes when you think all about emotions, it ruins your decision making. So he helps me a lot and teaches me a lot of ways to how to solve the problem and how to face the negative situation and turn it into a positive one. So.
Okay, well, that's kudos to me, I guess.
Yeah. Kudos to you.
And from Chicano on the go, how long were you working? There's several questions here, so we'll start with the first one.
Okay.
How long were you working at the resto bar when you met Paul? Well, I can answer that just quickly. It wasn't a resto bar, it was a restaurant that served alcohol, just a bit of alcohol like wine and stuff. But how long were you working there before you met me?
How long was I working there?
Yeah.
3 months. Yeah, 3 months.
And she asked what was your position there. That's server, obviously. And then she asked, he or she, were you a bar girl?
What the age? I'm not a bar girl. I don't even know what I
She asked me actually, what is a bar girl? Yeah, no,
okay.
She worked at the restaurant, so she wasn't a bar girl.
Yeah.
And the next question, and why did you quit? Did Paul make you quit? Did Paul the asshole make you quit? Okay, go ahead.
No, why did I quit? Simply because I chose to focus more on my studies and excel. And then, did Paul make me quit? No, he didn't make me quit. He simply gave me the opportunity to continue and focus more on my study. And it's really up to me whether to work more or focus on school.
Yeah. Basically, I encouraged you to focus on school instead of working and school because it was affecting your grades.
Yes.
So I wanted you to work on school because
It was
I
really
think it's more important, but I wanted her to make that decision, and she made, in my eyes, the correct decision. Great idea from Scott. He says, great idea, getting to know you better.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, how many children would you like to have?
How many children?
1
not-
million.
I'm not even married yet. You're thinking about children? No, I actually like just wanted to have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and I think that's enough. I don't want to be like a baby machine later
You want to
on.
be a baby machine?
No.
Okay. The next one is from Wave Sanchez. Hi Mia. If you could travel anywhere other than your home country, where would it be and why?
If I could travel anywhere, I would choose these 2 countries, which is Switzerland and Norway. I think I think Paul knows about. I think most of you knows about the reason why I want to travel to Norway, and some of you that doesn't know, well, it's because I want to see aurora borealis. And the second one, the second reason is I wanted to experience, where they have this season where it's totally darkness, like you couldn't see any light at all, and I want to experience that. And Switzerland, it's because it's the epitome of perfection, they say. One of my friends said that, so I wanted to try the perfection in my life just once.
That's I've never been to Switzerland, but I would like to go too. It's probably the most beautiful country in the world, mountain-wise. Norway is beautiful,
Yeah,
but people have been to Norwegians have been to Switzerland say Switzerland is just something
the best.
else. Yeah. So, and then from Kay Earls, interested in your thoughts on red pill and the impact on your beliefs and views on relationships today in the Philippines.
So
So basically, how did the red pill affect you? Because I'm red pilled, and you started reading the red pill. Did it affect your beliefs in anything? How did it affect you, and how does it affect your relationship?
when I started, before I didn't know about red pill and blue pill kind of thing. So like when I first heard it from Paul's Asian Adventure, I kind of like, this is interesting. I want to know about it. And then, well, there's all the views on the red pill, all the thoughts and ideas on it. It's okay. It's excellent. It's helping males that needed help. That's been betasized. And but there's one thing that I wish I could change, and that's about the marriage. And I think everyone of my subscribers knows that I want to get married. And
But do you understand why the red pill is against marriage?
yes, I understand, and I truly understand that. And if you don't want to get married, then I understand you. That's your belief.
Yeah.
And we have our own opinion, we have our own belief, so I guess that's...
It's not really about belief, it's more about facts. Because typically a man has nothing to gain from marriage.
Well, yeah.
A woman has everything to gain. Typically, I'm not saying all the time. Typically a man brings more assets into the marriage. The woman brings very few assets. And in court, in the West at least, it is very female friendly and very aggressive against men. Very degrading against men.
Yeah, that's...
And women tend to do well in divorce, men tend to do horribly in divorce.
That's why I understand how the men on the red pill community, how they feel about marriage, how they feel about women in the West treat them like,
not just the women, but the courts and the movies and everything. So men are belittled in the West, and that's what's really sad. But we don't want to have a red pill discussion.
Yeah, no.
From Mark Grant. Wow, it's more of a comment, but he says Filipino smiles are the best. I think it's the most attractive feature. Does anyone agree? I completely agree, Mark. Next question. I'm also curious to know, says Scott, in the future, do you see yourself in a full-time job, or would you prefer to be a stay-at-home mom?
Well, in the future, maybe in the next 20 years or so, I see myself working as a full-time worker. But then maybe later on, as you know, as we grow old, we already have enough savings in our, you know, pocket or bank or whatever. I think I see myself just retiring and just be a full-time mom. So yeah.
In 20 years?
20 years or so.
But then your children will be grown up, I assume.
Yeah.
A full-time mom usually is when your kids are young.
Well, yeah, it's technically.
I think you're talking about retirement, not full-time. But do
No,
you,
but-
do
but
you
like-
see? I think he's asking. Like, do you see?
No, but like what I'm trying to say is that maybe in the next 5 or 10 years, I see myself working as a full-time, not having a baby yet.
Okay.
And then when that baby comes, it's over. I think I'm gonna
For a while.
For a while, yeah.
What some people do is like, because the most important years for a kid, a baby, is 4 years.
Yeah,
It's up to
yeah.
4 or 5 years, I think. I can't remember the exact number, but so a lot of mothers will stay home for the first 3 to 5 years,
Uh-huh.
and then they'll go back to work.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself doing something like that? Or?
Yes, I see myself doing something like that.
From secret agents, anyway, if you won 5 million pesos, that's roughly $100,000 for you Americans out there, what would you do with it?
I have a lot of plans if I won a 5 million pesos. First is I'm gonna buy, of course, secure my family. Second is secure the school of my,
So, wait. When you say secure your family, I don't think...
like buy a house and lot for them,
Okay.
and then secure the, you know, schools of my brothers and sisters.
So when you say secure means send them to school.
Send them to school.
Okay.
And last one, if ever there's money left, no, there's 2 more left. If, I want to send, you know, maybe help other street kids, maybe send them to a public school, and you know, public school doesn't cost that much. And last one is invest in stocks.
Invest in stocks?
I wanted to do that so, you know, I could earn.
Okay. From Scott again. That's a
Again.
lot of questions, Scott. if for some reason it did not work out with Paul from Paul's Asian Adventure, great channel by the way, then in your next relationship, would you make marriage and children a precondition to dating?
I wouldn't make it as a precondition, because like what if, you know, later on, what if, for example, that person doesn't want a marriage and a kid, and then later on maybe he changed his mind and your relationship is so strong, then that's great, right? So I wouldn't
So no preconditions?
no preconditions.
So if a guy told you, let's say it didn't work out between us, and a year from now you met another guy, and
Red pill
You-
guy.
not necessarily red pill, but you fell in love and everything, and he's in
Okay.
love with you, and everything's going really well. And a couple of months into a relationship, he says, "By the way, I'm never going to have kids, and I'm never going to get married."
There's a lot of kids needs to be adopted, so
No, but he doesn't want kids, so no adoption, no nothing.
I could adopt on my own.
But then he would leave, right? Because he doesn't want kids.
Well, if I could just adopt, not literally bring him into the house, but bring him to a place, a charity where I could just give money and, you
Okay.
know. So,
Okay, from David James, his question is kind of long. It's kind of a comment and question, but I'm just going to boil it down to how do Filipinos always be able to smile and be happy even though they have so many natural disasters? Some are poor, some are hungry, there's no jobs. How do they always smile and are happy? What's up with that?
well, the reason why we Filipinos still smile despite of all the tragedies and calamities that we face in our daily lives, the reason behind it is because like we've faced a lot of calamities and it's not new to us. And like if you're gonna approach it in a negative way, like you're just gonna be moody or keep on frowning about it, I mean, you can't really do anything. And well, I guess it's in our DNA that, you know, we just need to smile and be happy, and we know that there will be a brighter side, there will be a rainbow at the
Yeah.
end of the storm. So
Because you guys, I feel you live like today might be the last day.
yeah.
While I think Westerners live like today is never the last day. There's always a tomorrow. So if it's your last day on earth, you gotta smile, right?
Yeah.
Gotta be happy. Enjoy it.